Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold stream. On today's stream, we are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be playing more of the WCQ. Hooray! We're going to be trying to climb to max level. Yeah, that's pretty much it. However, first and foremost, I have made a goof. I have made an oops. I have done a bad. Because the tier list I put out today, not a big fan of. And the reason for that is kind of twofold. One, there's a lot of decks that I just don't agree specifically with their placements. And two, I think I place things way too highly, just in general. So we're going to kind of fix that. And we're going to do it right now on stream together because I don't want to make a whole nother video about it. Because quite frankly, I'm not too upset with the actual placements. I'm more just like, some of the general vibe I think is a bit off. Also, I'm missing a whole bunch of things now. Yeah, that's pretty. That's what we're gonna start with here. I don't think there's anything. Oh. We do have. Sorry, before we do that, we do have new Umi cards. So we can actually take a look at those real quick. We have new Umi cards, PogChamp new Umi cards. And they exist as like a pure... they say it's Umi, but apparently it's more Daedalus, from what I've heard. So that it's more centered around Daedalus. So it's less Umi, but they probably have another Umi, right? Is this another one? No. Okay. This one notably not called Umi. Sorry. If this card is in your grave and you control Umi, you can place it face up. Okay. I'm not going crazy. Do they have another Umi? Is this called Umi? Okay, fun. All right, let's take a look at these cards. They have new Daedalus at Atlantis Dragonlord Daedalus. Dead. What am I talking about? Level 7 Water Sea Serpent effect monster with 2615. You can only use the first and third effect of this card's name once per turn. They've changed the wording on this, and I keep getting it wrong now. You can only use this card names first and third effect once per turn each, and that is hard to say. If you control this card or Umi, you can special summon this card from your hand. No, sorry, Atlantis, the Dragon City, or Umi, you can special summon this card from your hand. Oh, okay, so that's why this is specifically called a different thing, so that you can play both. Fantastic. We love that. No, we don't. This card's name becomes Umi. Bruh. Are you kidding me? Why? Why is it on my... It's a monster called Umi. I hate Umi. I hate Umi so much. Just as like a design philosophy. I'm like, why? Why are they all Umi? Why is it all Umi? All right, well. You can send a 3 face-up Umi you control to the grave. Sorry, what? You can send up to 3 face-up Umi you control to the grave. Add an equal number of cards that mention Atlantis, the Dragon City, from your deck to the grave, except level 7 monsters. Then you can send 1 card on the field to the grave. What are these cards? Subnautica card. True. Subnautica ad deck. Oh, that's why they made the support for Subnautica 2. Ah, it's a Subnautica 2 reference. We have General of Atlantis, which is a level 5, Water Sea Serpent effect monster with 2114. You can only use this name's first and third... Sorry, you can only use this card name's first and third effect once per turn each. You can discard it to add a spell trap that mentions Atlantis, the Dragon City, from your deck to your hand. Now, it just says mentions. So this also mentions Atlantis, the Dragon City. So you can search Atlantis, the Dragon City, right? Like, that's what we're showcasing, is that, like, oh, we have the ability with this card to not just search out other cards, but we can still search the field spell. So this is just another field spell searcher. Cool. Fun. It's Umi! If this card is in the grave and you control an Umi, you can special summon this card. Oh, fun. Oh, cool. It's a Cybers. I love Cybers monsters. Something. I don't know what the fuck this is. Which is a level 4 Water Sea Serpent effect monster with 1512. You can only use this card. This card names first and third effect once per turn each. If this card is normal or special summoned, you could target one monster in your grave that mentions Atlantis, the Dragon City, and special summon it in defense. It's just a Cybers monster. Awesome. It's, of course, Umi! When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can banish this card from your field or grave to send one face-up Umi you control to the grave to negate that effect. This is something I really don't like. And it's effects, specifically effect negation coming from the grave. Like, just don't have it be a grave effect. There, so many frustrating archetypes have this. Why? Just don't put it in the grave. Make it be on field. Chimera was the first ones. No, sorry, actually Rika was the first one. That Rika Princess, I believe, came before the new Chimera cards. And every time they've shown up, I've just been so frustrated by the archetype. Because it's like, oh, cool, here's another thing you have to keep track of that isn't a monster on the field for you to deal with, that you specifically have to deal with from the grave, which is way more difficult. And it's just like an added thing that isn't necessary a lot of times. And it's just a more frustrating aspect to an archetype where it's just like, oh, now they don't have to keep the guy on field. They can use it later as a negate still, just because they used it as material. It's like, man... These aren't Master Duel. These are OCG cards, so they'll come in like a couple months. Yeah, it's like, oh, cool. You can use it as material for a Link summon, for a Synchro summon, for whatever else you may use it for. It can have its on-field effect and, you know, do its thing, and then you can send it to the graveyard, and boom, you have another form of interaction. And it's really frustrating. I don't like it. I think it's bad game design. I don't know why we keep doing this. It's like adding additional ways to, like, look at the hand or, like, steal a card from the hand, right? It's stuff of that nature where it's just like, we don't need this. No one likes this. Who's liking this? Anyway, we have Fiendish Vortex of Atlantis, which is a level 4 Water Sea Serpent effect monster with 1418. You can only use this card's first and third effects. I hate the way that they've worded this. You can only use this card name's first and third effects once per turn each. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can send one card that mentions Atlantis, the Dragon City, from your deck to the grave, except itself. It's Umi. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard and you control Umi, you can special summon a water monster from your hand. Sure. I actually don't mind that one. This is a good card. Then we have Blue Ocean Dragonlord Neo Daedalus Rage, which is a Link 4 Water Sea Serpent Link effect monster with 29 downward arrow. It's the Apo arrows. Requires 4 monsters. That's important. It says it needs 4 monsters. We'll see if that's actually how it's summoned, because that's very interesting. If this card is Link summoned, you can special summon up to 3 monsters that mention this card from grave to zones this card points to. Also, you cannot, or sorry, Atlantis the Dragon City. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn. Oh. Okay, so this is a closer, similar to that of the Cybers guy. This is just a Cybers deck, isn't it? This is just a Cybers deck disguised as a Sea Serpent deck. Okay. It's Umi. Gross. Once per turn, you can send one face-up Umi you control to the grave to send all cards on the field to the grave. Except Umi. Okay. Fun. I don't know how I feel about this gimmick of like everything being Umi. We'll see how it actually plays out, but true. It is another annoying water deck, surprisingly. No, that's not surprising. That is the most par for the course. I guess fish isn't that annoying. Yeah, like Goaty's not that annoying. Would it be cool if Umi got a Megalodon Xyz monster? Honestly, that would be cool. I'll agree with that one. We have Levy Dragoon Daedalus, which is a Link 3 Water Sea Serpent Link effect monster with 26 downward arrows, 3 water monsters specifically. I do like that. I think even something as simple as this is a good restriction. Because it's like, you have to have a specific amount of cards. But not only that, they have to be the right type. And it's like, that's a very basic way to balance Link monsters. And they just so rarely do that. Especially with Link 1s, dude. The amount of Link 1s that are just like, I don't know, do you have a guy? Congratulations, you win. Very silly. Is that a Cybers monster you have? Congratulations, you can link off into anything you want. Truly a comedy. Anyway, first and third effect. If Link summoned, you can special summon a monster that mentions Atlantis, the Dragon City, from your deck. Okay. Sure. Is Umi. During the main phase, quick effect, you can send one face of Umi you control to the grave. Your opponent discards their entire hand. I'm gonna get fucking Reincarnation Droll locked in a goddamn water deck? Why? Why did we need a hand loop? Wait! Neither players can activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. I still don't know if that matters. Because if I'm not mistaken, you could still droll and then just have them discard their entire hand. Because the effect is to discard. So you can still droll them. You can still ruin their entire hand. As much as it's like, you can droll and then just wipe their hand. Fun. Now we have the actual card. The field spell. Atlantis, the Dragon City. The levels of all monsters in both players' hands and fields are decreased by 1 while you control a monster that mentions this card. Sure. You can link summon Daedalus monsters with 1 less material. Reduce the number of materials listed on the link summon, or for the link summon of all Daedalus monsters by 1. Sure. And then if this card is in your grave and you control Umi, you can place this card face up on your field. Sure. So it is only the material cost that is reduced. Sure. We have Atlantis Call, which is a normal spell card that says you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. You can add 1 monster that mentions Atlantis, the Dragon City, from your deck to your hand. Oh, gosh. Sorry. Add a monster. Then if you control Atlantis, the Dragon City, you can negate the effects of an effective monster your opponent controls until the end of this turn. I like this. Good effect. Too bad it's marred by the absolute shit show that is the Link monsters. and everything that came before it. Dear Lanta. Negate, engrave, hand looping, and what was the other one? Board wipes? Fun. I actually don't mind the field spell because the entire gimmick of the Umi cards, and more specifically the Daedalus cards, like all of these guys, are that they search out the one that lowers the level. And this one seems... this field spell reminds me more of that of, like, the Orcust one, Babel, where it's like, oh, now your graveyard effects are quick effects. It's like, that's cool. That's, like, a good effect. And I think this is a similar notion, where it's like, oh, that's a good effect. That's a cool idea. Especially because, like, these have those meaningful restrictions of, like, this requires 4 monsters. If you don't, or if you have the field spell, it requires 3 monsters. Which is easier to do. But technically speaking... I would like to know how Konami is going to rule this, because the way that this reads to me is that you would still need to be able to obtain a Link 3. It's just that you could utilize 2 water monsters for the Link 3. Or you could utilize 3 monsters for the Link 4. So you could use, like, an IP Masquerena for that effect, or a Splash Mage for that effect, right? Or something of that nature. Where you have a Link 2... and it just reduces the cost of that. I don't know if that's what that means. I don't think so. I think it's just straight up like, you just have 1 less material, and so you can summon it with 2 just guys. But technically speaking, I don't think that's what this says. You can link summon Daedalus monsters with 1 less material, is what it says. And normally these are classified as the materials. But then it also says reduce the number of materials listed of all Daedalus monsters by 1. So I have the feeling that this is going to be one of those, like, oh, Konami said so way. Kind of like how the interrupted Kaiju Slumber works. But technically speaking, that's not what this says. Plunder is a well-designed, mainly water deck. Fair. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, Atlantis Call. I think this is a good effect because I like the idea of getting an additional effect going second, but it's just like a searcher. Like, cool. You get to search a card, right? But then also if you go second and you already set up the Atlantis city, Atlantis, you then get to negate as well. And I think that's nice. If you control Umi, you can banish this card from your grave and boost all water monsters. Luckily, it is you currently control. Unlike Scream. We have Atlantis Advent, which is a continuous spell card. That says you can only use the second and third effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card's name becomes Umi while on the field. Sorry, this card's name becomes Umi while on the field. Sure. During the main phase, you can place a 1 Atlantis, the Dragon City, or Umi from your deck face up in your field zone. Sure. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 level 7 Sea Serpent monster from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a level 7 Sea Serpent monster from your deck to your hand. Sure. Counter Trap. I would imagine this is a pretty standard Counter Trap. 1 of the first and second effects, and only once that turn. When your opponent would normal or special summon a monster while you control Atlantis, negate the summon. If you do, destroy the monster. Then, if you control a Water Link monster, you could destroy all non-water monsters on the field. Why? Why does it need that effect? It's not enough to just be a counter trap that negates the summon? we had to also add the board wipe to it. Bro, why? What's the point of adding this? Okay. I would have rather have seen this be a non-once per turn effect. That would have been more interesting, because then you could have been like, oh, negate the summon repeatedly. Like, that could have been an interesting gimmick of like, oh, you want to do a thing? I'm going to negate the summon. That could have been like the gimmick of the deck, right? But no, you added a board wipe. They already have a board wipe. They don't need another one. Why do we give them another board wipe? Yeah, sick. You can banish it from the grave to send one face-up Umi you control to the grave. The target monster your opponent controls to send to the grave. I hate these cards. These are some of the worst cards I've ever had the displeasure of reading. I do like this artwork, though. It's kind of cool. I have no idea what's going on here. I could not tell you what I'm technically supposed to be looking at, but it looks cool. Can't be an Umi trap without being broken. Fair. I have so many issues with these cards. There are so many issues. First of all, I don't like the gimmick of Umi. That's just a personal gripe of mine. I don't like everything becoming Umi. I think that's lame. Secondly, negates from grave, I think, are very frustrating, more so than fun. I don't enjoy playing against them. I don't even enjoy playing them. They're really boring because there's no real downside to just clicking the negate at any time, right? Like, if I have a Baron on field, at the very least, my opponent gets to deal with the Baron, and I have to consciously use Baron as a negate. It's still extremely easy, because negates are boring as hell, but when you have them on the field, they are threatenable, right? Like, Herald of Arclight can be attacked over, and then you lose the negate. Cool. I can't do shit about this. Like, theoretically, I could, right? Like, there are cards that deal with cards in grave, but, like, realistically, the hell are you going to do to this? It's just, like, it's just there. You just have to play through a card being stopped. Is that fun? No. No. True, release Abyss Dweller. Please. I don't like this board wipe because it's not a board wipe. It's literally just Raigeki at quick effect speed on a non-once per turn effect. Like, it is technically once per turn. But if you summon the second one, it's not. And we know how that goes. This just doesn't need a board wipe. The negation of the summon is enough. Like, that's a good effect. I don't know why we also printed a board wipe on top of it. I really don't know what we're trying to get out of this from Konami. Like, this sounds like a nightmare to play against. And then, I like this. I think this is a cool gimmick of being able to, like, link summon with one less material. Obviously, depending on how they actually make it work. And then the additional negate if you have the thing and are going second, basically. I think that's pretty nice. Other than that, meh. Meh. Truly cards. Truly cards. I kind of hate them all. Speaking of which, let's take a look at this tier list. So, this is the tier list I did for the WCQ, and I have to say, I don't like it. And the only reason I don't like it, I agree with almost every single one of my placements on where they are in relation to other decks. My problem is, for the most part, I like where everything is placed. There are a few decks that I think are maybe placed poorly. However, everything else just needs to move down. Like, everything just needs to move down. So I'm just going to do the right thing and fix my tier list. Because, quite frankly, I think there are just too many top tier archetypes. And I think that's just inaccurate. I think it's more something like that. That's pretty much it. Would I change anything else down here? Oh, K9 would go up. Yeah. I don't know, Gemknight probably drops lower. I think Neacraft and Odeon are still okay. Maybe Sky Striker at like the top of Rogue. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, let's play Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I want to play Sprite today. So we're gonna play Sprite. Sky Striker doesn't seem rogue. How do I put this? If I am playing against top tier archetypes, or like I'm expecting to play against the best of the best and the best players, trying to qualify for Worlds, right? And I see someone pull up with Sky Striker. That is either a pet deck or it is an anti-meta call. And I don't think it's that they are playing it because it's good. Right? Or that it's like the best option. It might be their best option because maybe they're not good or comfortable with some of the other decks in comparison, right? But Sky Striker, it never really is like the choice. So I really don't think it's that great. Like, it's similar in nature to Neacraft, where it's like, oh, this is actually just not the best choice, but it's this kind of anti-meta, hope to catch your opponent off guard kind of strategy. And I feel like Sky Striker fits very similarly in that boat. So I think I rated it way too highly. I just rated everything too highly. Like, I put Cool Tune in tier 1. What the fuck am I doing? Cool Tune, tier 1? With, like, Branded and Draco Tail? Vanquishal? The problem is all three of those decks are just so much better than everything else. Like, yeah. I got nothing else to say. Like, those decks are just so much better. It's less so that Cool Tune is not good, and more so that everything else is kind of insane. Why did I put 2 of those in? Didn't mean to do that. Do. I'd probably also want to play against Branded. However, that's only because Branded doesn't boil the game down to gotta have it, or just kind of like go first win. You know, you're not really playing Go Fish against Branded. You do actually have to play the game, which I like. I like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But if I'm playing against a top player and I see that they're on Branded, I'm going to be way more concerned than if they are on Cool Tune. Because for Cool Tune, it's just like, all right, bud, did you draw it? Did you draw the out? Did you draw the card? Did you draw the hand trap that needs to be drawn here, right? And if you didn't, I win the game. Like, that's it. Right? It's 1N, right? For Ronin Totem. I could play the Tri-Brigade variant. We might try the Tri-Brigade variant. I don't know. I feel like the quote-unquote pure, or just like the 2 spam variant of Sprite's always really good. But maybe not. Maybe the Tri-Brigade variant's better. We'll throw in Trumplet. We'll throw in the Roach. Fua. We did that one. Called by Triple tech. Do I play Gamma Burst? Maybe. Ash Blossom? Valor? Imperm? I can't really play Super Poly. It doesn't really do anything. Yes, they put Shifter up as opposed to moving it down because Branded is their favorite child. True. If Shifter were to be semi-limited as opposed to being banned post-Duelist Cup, that would be one of the craziest things I think Konami could do. Mannequin Cat... Buster, Gin Buster. My mic's kind of in the way. Maybe Maru, Dear Atlanta. Maybe Maru. I need like Pit Knight. I need Masquerena. Let's do this one. Just read the Yumi cards. I can already see Water Bonfire miles away. Yeah, that could happen. We could play Zeus or Typhon. I don't know how good those would be, but we could. SP. Need more. I can't tell. Mosquito. I literally just spelled mosquito. Ninja Mosquito. Ninja Shadow Mosquito. Actually, I don't know how useful that guy will be. We'll see. We shall see. There are a lot of times where I cut him. He's just not useful enough. Hold on. Let me think about what's currently meta. Yeah, there's enough high attack stat monsters to attack into. I feel like it's probably worth it. Right? Like Arthalion, Mirror Jade, like any of the branded fusions. The Cool Tune cards can be done in like 2 other attacks. Sure. Well, no, because you wouldn't, because this negates, right? Yeah, the Cool Tune monsters wouldn't actually be all that good to attack into. Maybe not. Year of Water incoming? I highly doubt it. The Daedalus deck is annoying, but I don't think it's going to be, like, crazy. Though, to be fair... I guess, like, the Jush decks probably won't be playable. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Is there something to make Ninja Shadow make a second attack? Not really in this deck. Yeah, Daedalus probably won't be meta unless they, like, hit a whole bunch of other decks. But I could be wrong. I'm not too familiar with water. And so there might be some, like, water extenders and starters or other such things that could be played alongside it. So I don't know. What am I missing? I have Elf. am I missing? I can play Verte. True. I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I have Pit Knight, so don't really need that. I don't think there's a rank 2 that I'm missing. I mean, we could play Skycav, obviously. But I have Gin Buster. We have Cool Tune at tier 1? No. It's definitely not on the same tier as Branded or Vanquish Hole. Especially without Phydraulis. And with more powerful like Draco Tail Branded and just more powerful Canine. 2 overframes from the bundle. See, you gotta buy the bundle. I guess like Typhon's not bad. Just enough space for the Fallen and the Virtuous. True. Imagine if I wanted those cards. I feel like I'm genuinely missing something. Am I going crazy? I feel like there's a standard card that I'm just forgetting about. I'm fairly certain it's a Link monster. I have no idea. Almirage? Maybe? I don't think that's it. But oh yeah, it is Almirage. Because it allows you to go for... You go normal Swap Frog, dump Ronin Totem, link off for Almirage, banish, and then you get a Link 2. And specifically, you get to go into Sprint, which does the whole line. That's it. I knew I was missing something. I knew I was missing something. Cool. WP's not terrible. Yeah, imagine Gigantic on the opponent's turn. That'd be crazy. What's up, Dung? How's it going? Crazy hand. Crazy frog. Damn. Never mind. Less crazy of a hand. I'll still pitch the Angler. Gigante. Gigante. Detach. Special. Voodoo. Blue. Grab carrot. Carrot. I could go IP Masquerena here. That might be worth it. I could also go Mannequin Cat here. That might actually be more worthwhile. Pass it. March Hare. Sure, yeah, that's fine. Banishing MTP. Okay, I'll go Manic. Manic. Target. Summon blue. Blue effect. Grab Jet. Sark. Sure. No. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm? Huh? Oh, we're just dumb. Okay, cool. I'm very confused as to what we were doing here. Sir, ma'am, individual, human. What was the plan? They had it here. I should have been dead to rights. You just grab another Malice name, banish it, special summon itself back. Like, I'm under Shifter. Or more specifically, they're under Shifter at this point. What the hell are we making here? SP Little Knight. But of course. Why wouldn't we? Sure. Mm-hmm. They're gonna banish red here. Watch. Okay. Bro, just scoop it up. Let's move on to the next game. Yeah. Yeah, you done goofed. I don't know what your plan was, but you had it. I negate. You go instead for the Adagnister. You go Adagnister, add the guy, link off into Almirage, special summon the guy, add a Malice, pitch a Malice, summon back the Malice, then you go into Heartscriptor, and then you banish a guy, and then I'm just like, I can't do much about that. I just die. Malice players, when they don't have the graveyard? Windshifter doesn't immediately kill their opponent? As it turns out, being able to negate, pretty good. Wow, what a hand. We'll see if we can play through the FTKs that currently exist within Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. This is like a really good hand full of engine. Oh, I might be able to do something here. This is actually a pretty good hand for this. Except for the fact that they could potentially draw Fissure, in which case I do die. I guess I wouldn't necessarily die, but it wouldn't be great. Or if they draw another floodgate that, like, actually shuts me down. Like a floodgate that, prevents special summoning. That could also be a problem. I don't know what this is the problem. And as soon as I special summon something with Rebirth, they can just interact with it. And I can't really do anything about it. I guess I could. Like, I could make a rank 2 and then make Zeus. And I could do that multiple times. Like, that's not hard to do without really giving them a point of interaction. We'll have to see. Dude, can this guy shut up? Holy crap. How do I mute my opponent's mate? That guy's annoying as hell. Rebirth. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Spia. Pixia. Okay. They almost always draw Spia. Yeah, of course. How fun. How fun. Uh-huh. I haven't used that guy yet. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So Rebirth I care about. But I might be able to play through that. Oh, but I'd be locked if I go Sprite Starter. So I might not be able to... Oh, never mind. I lose the game. Fun game. Cool game. Interesting game. 10 out of 10. No nuts. How incredible. I love that it can draw into a whole bunch of floodgates. That's my favorite. I love when they give a control deck a whole bunch of draw options and then don't deal with the floodgates. That's my favorite. I literally win that game. If it's not that guy. If it's not exactly that guy, I probably win that game. Isn't that so fun? Isn't that just so cool and interesting? Fun game. Huh? Wow, I didn't actually think that that would eat an Ash Blossom. Cool. Anyway, do it again. Nice. Anyway. Go spell. Izana. Sure. Oh. Sure. Lupus. Oh, we didn't immediately go for the Lupus there? Okay. I'll go Sprind here. Sprind. Sprind effect. Send to Angler. Angler. One, two. I'm going to teach him something. Oh, except for that doesn't work, because then I wouldn't be able to target. And this targets, doesn't it? True. I could force the interaction at the very least. Don't really want to do that. All right. Could go Ronin. Yeah, let's do that. Not locked into twos, so I could special summon this guy and then grab Carrot. Yeah, okay. We'll go Manique here. Okay. Mannequin Cat. Detach. I could also special summon Maxi and then bounce it. That may have been smarter. Oh, got their ass. Fucking no. Summon blue. Blue. Summon, or add jet. Jet. Add, I don't want to add Gamma Burst. We'll add starters here. We will go, could go Onibimaru, banish. Don't really want to do that. We'll go Elf here with these two. Here, I want to go Manique. The problem is that this threatens combat just by existing, right? And I don't really love that. Nah, we'll go Manique. Man, it's just too good to not. Okay. We will make... I think early is probably the best play here. We'll go Pit Knight early. We'll go starter. Grab carrot. Set 1. Set 2. Set a third. Pass the turn. Yo. Sure. Okay. Yep. Cool, anyway. That's like the worst target they could have targeted. They didn't know that, but that was probably the worst one they could have targeted. Tribute. Are we just not gonna activate Lantern? No, we are. Yeah, we'll go Elf here. I'll target red. Early. Negate. They did tribute summon for this guy. So I wonder what else they have. Oh yeah, picking Ash was still the correct thing. It's just funny that I could have also gone for the Maxi and potentially have bounced it. Okay. Okay. Yokel. Sure. Yokel, reveal, Izana. Sure, that's fine. Manique. Target. We'll summon, he's an Aqua. I can summon Swap Frog. That's hilarious. We'll summon the blue from Grave. Sure. Send the Noir. Add Jet. Yokel. Nah. Let's not do that. No, I said let's not do that. Lantern, last card in hand. Go. SP? Sure. I didn't need to activate that. I did anyway. Oops. Well, now I can at least move the early. Remove the carrot from early. Hello? All right, bud. Let's hurry this along. Did you lose to a whole bunch of little dinguses? Yes. Am I just the better player? Also, yes. if you play like shit, you're gonna get hit. It's that simple. Hey. Cool. Comedy. Coolio. Is this lethal? Well, let's see. It's 29, 27, 26, and 1,000. Yeah. Okay. I was fairly certain it's lethal with 4 guys. But I wasn't certain by how much. I know it's lethal if you have... If you have, like, Gigantes as one of the 3... If it's like Gigantes, Jet, Pit Knight, I think that's lethal. No, it's off by a little. No, that is lethal, right? Yeah. Anyway, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. All right. Oh, I should report that guy. My poor opponent. We'll see how much Konami favors my opponent over me. I have a pretty good hand. We'll go Angler. What was that stupid? This sends from deck. Yeah. Dang. Shouldn't have gone Angler. Should have gone Beaver there. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. Mm-hmm. Undo. Mm-hmm. Make elf. Elf. Reborn. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Send the last swappy boy to the grave. Cool. Now let's go. I have to think here. We'll go Pit Knight with these two. We'll go Roan Your Tone. Here. Mm-hmm. Should have put there. Should have put the IP Masquerena there. It was kind of stupid of me. We'll go Jet. Jet. Carrot. Jet. For Smashers. Go Ronin. And then Manique. Set one. Pass the turn. Dying. Excuse me. Super Poly? Hello? Branded and high. Sure. Mm-hmm. 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 I hate this card. Actually, a lot of the branded cards are really annoying. A lot of them send for cost for no reason. Fallen. Sure. Mm-hmm. Sure. Mm-hmm. I'll go Mannequin Cat. Target. No Sprint. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dogma. I can't interact with it because I have a fucking bullshit-ass Ecclesia engrave. How fun. Yeah. Ecclesia. God, I love getting owned by fucking Super Poly. What a cool card. Don't you guys agree? Isn't it so cool that Super Polymerization exists? And we have to deal with it? A card that you literally can't interact with? God, I fucking hate it. I love that that branded player was rewarded for slow playing me. Even though they had the most easy fucking line in their entire goddamn life. Yeah, dude, fun. Thanks for being a dipshit. Man, I'm so glad Super Poly exists to ruin everyone's day. Aren't we all just having a great time getting our boards entirely eaten for no cost to the opponent? Oh, but there is a cost. In your fucking dreams, there's a cost. Oh, fucking lame. Man, I fucking love Branded, dude. What a fun deck to play against. Oh, wait. Oh, go fuck yourself, dude. Ugh. I fucking hate this game. Yeah, dude, sending cards for cost. Never been an issue. I'm super glad that we get to send cards from either deck or extra deck to the graveyard for cost of an effect, as opposed to the actual fucking effect like it should be. Cool game. Thanks, game. Very fun. I love getting literally FTK'd by a hand trap. That's so cool, dude. How much do you want to bet one of those is super polymerization? A card literally no one can play around at this point. And that literally eats your entire board with no downside. Great game. 10 out of 10. No notes. Dude, I can't stand that shit. Holy. I fucking hate diversity in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's terrible. Because 9 times out of 10, no, 10 times out of 10, diversity means more bullshit. It's never fun. It's never interesting. It's always just like, what floodgate am I going to get owned by this time? It sucks. I wish diversity was cool. Hate to say it, it's not. Genesis has interesting diversity. That format has cool stuff because all of like the floodgates and shit like that are actually pointed, which makes it so that, hey, as it turns out, you can actually play the game and you're not just gonna get floodgated. But dude, modern Yu-Gi-Oh, if there are more decks in a format, it's so much worse. Like, imagine if I didn't stop my opponent here. with the Saji. I would have been FTK'd. In any format of Yu-Gi-Oh, it's been turbo your strategy. No. Just not the case. If you look at, like, the... what was it? Pote format with Tier and Sprite being the top 2 decks with pretty much nothing else being even reasonably up there. Phenomenal format. If you look at post-Pote and post, like, tier limitations, we had the Unchained... What was it? It was Unchained Pearly tier format. Rescue Ace was also in there. That was a fairly non-diverse format, but still was incredibly powerful, right? If you look at Shaddoll BA Cleafort, that was a format that was also pretty beloved due to the fact that it was a whole bunch of really good strategies. Or, sorry, not a whole bunch, but specifically a set amount of really strong strategies that everyone could prepare for, and it was like this cool triangle format. Oftentimes, the community loves the archetypes, not archetypes, the strategies, the decks, formats. That's what I'm looking for. The formats that are lower number of decks. Dragon Ruler format is beloved because of Dragon Rulers, right? I don't have 2 randomly, right? 62. Okay, we'll go elf here. Tier format was turn 1 win. Oh, you have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, cool. Yeah, Justice Hunter format. 3 deck format. Beloved format. People love it. Gee, I wonder why. Manique. What about Yubel format? Fair. Everyone hated the Snake Eye format. But you don't want to know why I think that diverse formats are terrible? Nat format 2021. It was Halqifibrax Turbo on like every deck, and there were like 30 of them. Everyone hated it. Not a single person liked that format. The most diverse format we've probably had in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Was terrible. Do we think the current Duel Links meta is better than Master Duel? Probably. Does 30 decks with the same end goal? Explain to me the difference between Cool Tune and Elf Note. Isn't there... What the fuck? What the hell? I'm gonna get a loss for that, aren't I? Isn't both of their goals to set up just a bunch of negation? Ten diverse decks with grind game. Other than the top 3, Vanquishal, Draco Tail, and Branded, what are the grind game decks you're talking about? Every deck is Go First Turbo. Yummy, Malice, Elf Note, Cool Tune, Sky Striker, Eneacraft, Odeon, Orchist, anything with Fiendsmith, Tri-Brigade, Radiant Typhoon. Did that count as a loss for me? It did. Odeon plays fine going second. Although those aren't playing the same dumb Link 2 Turbo is the difference. Right, just like at Nats, where everyone could make Hulk, but didn't necessarily. Instead, everyone is playing Super Poly, but they're not always using it. Give me the hand. If anyone, here's how I know someone clearly has no idea what they're talking about. Whenever anyone says like, actually, we all hated tier format, or like, actually, tier format was despised. It's like, oh, okay, we have no idea what we're actually talking about. That is probably one of the most obvious things to me. Because while that format was hated, it was almost exclusively hated, not for the gameplay, but because of price. It's like, yeah, we didn't like the price. That's reasonable. But that's not that is never what people talk about when they bring up tier format. It's always that they're like, I loved tier format. You literally just said you hated it. What? You just said you hated it. You've played every single one. 3 upstart. Tier format was turn 1. Win because of Abyss Dragon. All players outside of those decks in those time periods, pure hatred. Huh? What? What? Anyway. Oh, by the way, you're banned because, fuck you. You're just rage bait. What am I making? Let's go. Manik. Bro distracted me so hard, I messed up my combo. Damn. Also, if you didn't hate tier format, hey, shout out to that guy. Well done. You didn't hate tier format. Congratulations. That being said, didn't come across that way. People do just be saying shit. They really made it seem like they hated tier. And I was like, oh, yeah, we have no idea what we're talking about. And then they came in here like, yes. Everyone hated the non-diverse formats as if they're not some of the most beloved. Ah, yes. I think diverse formats are the greatest, as if not every diverse format has been because of some heinous criminal thing that Konami has forgotten. Like, for example, literally last year, post-Worlds, they did the ban list for getting Justice Hunters out of there, which, fine, reasonable, you know. Vanquish Soul just won everything. And then immediately, it was Floodgate Turbo. It was like, wow, what a horrible experience for everyone involved. Wasn't it just? What do I think about an Aircraft? Boring as hell. They could have done way cooler things with an Aircraft, and they did none of them. They made it as boring as possible. It's crazy how Turn Zero was holding the format together. Yep. And then they actually did something in the TCG. Isn't that crazy? They actually were like, hey, you know what would be cool? If we actually banned shit. And then they banned a whole bunch of shit that was causing the format to suck. Imagine. Couldn't be my Konami. Oh, but that was a diverse format. Oh, that was a format where a whole bunch of things were playable. This is why I hate diverse formats. Because every time it's a diverse format, it's just Floodgates. It's like a million Floodgates or like a million Omni Negates. There's no nuance. There's no fun. You're just struggling. I was like, yeah, dude. That's exactly what I wanted. How'd you know I wanted Floodgates? Really frustrating. Oh, shoot, I'm stupid. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. We'll go early. Do I go Mannequin Cat? Fua Engrave? Eh, probably not. Let's go Mask. Okay. We'll pass. When it's not a diverse format, the side deck becomes annoying AF. The side deck, period, is bad. I think in any card game. I think the side deck is just bad invention. It was made by people who were bitching about the fact that their deck has bad matchups. And they went, how dare, I can't immediately win the game? Oh no. Okay. What do you mean I don't immediately get to win the game? How dare you? there a point to banishing? I guess. We'll banish, yeah, I might as well banish this, because they could have, what's his bucket? Mirror. Sure. Damn. Grab the counter trap. Sure, sure. Of course. Have fun. I heckin' love Habakiri. Why am I facing Habakiri? Gee, I wonder why. It's like it's a good deck or something. Mm-hmm. Detonator. Mm-hmm. Why touch the Fua? Oh, it's the only other target. Don't worry. They drew their bullshit. I drew mine. It's Maxi. I drew Maxi. Hooray. Hooray! Hooray! Comedy. Sure. We'll just pass. I can like bring back SP, I can bring back blue, I can bring back jet. I'm stupid and banished Swab Frog before I brought it back. That would have helped. Would have helped. Did you see the new Ashutara cards? No. Bring back the SP. No. When is Merly getting unbanned? Never. Merly is holding the floodgates back, basically. Sprite's tier is still a very realistic possibility. Or just tier in general. With even with just a singular copy of Merly. So far, I've only been floodgated by Inea Craft, specifically via the Vanities. So I haven't even been able to play the game against it. I'm guessing they have a second Veiler. Those are my thoughts. Ultimate Offering can come back? Yeah, Ultimate Offering could have come back ages ago. Veiler? Nope. Interesting. Detach the sprint. Grab the boy. The boy! I'm guessing they have Imperm. That's my thoughts. Grab it yet. Oh, it's Droll. Cute. Damn, imagine if I cared. That'd be crazy, dude. One thing I like about this deck is that it plays around a lot of hand traps really well. Because, like, you have the quick play special summon from deck, which gives you interaction off of, like, Carrot and what have you. So, like, you actually get a lot of interaction from that. You also have, like, you don't care too much about searching. Like, it does matter, but it's not too much, and you can still get a lot of advantage off of that. There's a lot of cool stuff like that. We'll go for... You don't have a 2 engrave, and I'm locked into 2s. Does Vanities interfere with the whole summoning in face down gimmick? Yes, because they special summon. However, if you summon a whole bunch of big guys that protect themselves, and then summon a Vanities, it doesn't really matter. I guess we'll just make Jin Buster here. We'll put him here. Mm-hmm. I'm also fairly certain they have Imperm. Which, if they do, I think the correct play is actually do this. Magnum Hut. Sure. What do I care about you searching here? Is this Draco Tail? If it's Draco Tail, that could be an issue. They're also just big, which could also be an issue. Yeah, we'll go Elf here. I'll target the red. And then we'll early. No. Oh. Cool. All right, new cards, PogChamp, new cards. Let's take a look, shall we? The last, like, 9 archetypes I've been thoroughly depressed by. So maybe this time it'll be interesting. Surely this time it'll be a good deck, right? Surely it won't be the most insufferable dog shit we've ever seen, right? All right. It's a synchro deck. We're fucked. We're fucked. It's a synchro deck. We're fucked. No, it's a synchro deck. Do they have a tuner that special summons itself? I'm not seeing a tuner. We might be okay. Chat? There's no tuner. We might be okay. What's wrong with the Umi deck? You can activate Hand Rip under Droll. True, you're right. That's so good. But there is? Am I missing one? We'll have to read. Are these like Sword Souls where they just like summon a token that does a thing? Because Sword Soul was great. If it's Sword Soul, we're fine. All right. Askana, the golden deity Astra. Asutra? Oh, a sutra. It's a sutra. I figured it out. Akasuna, the golden deity Asutra. Level 8 Fire Fiend effect monster with 3k 300. Cute. You can only special summon this card with the way... I had a stroke trying to read this. Why did we change the PSCT? Why did we do that? You can only special summon this... Special summon with the way in this card's name's first effect once per turn. God damn, who the fuck wrote that? Ah! Anyway. You can only use this card's second and third effects. No, this card names second and third effect once per turn each. You can only... Sorry, you can special summon this card from your hand by revealing one of your set cards and returning it to the hand / extra deck. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. During the main phase, you can send one trap from your hand or face down field to the grave to change all face-up monsters your opponent controls to face-down defense. They have a quick effect monster, Daruma Cannon. I don't know how I feel about that, but okay. During your end phase, you can set a trap. Okay. Not bad. Kuzuha, the bewitched deity Ashtar. Asutra. Level 8 Earth Insect. Wait, they're 8s. Oh no, I'm scared. They're 8s, and the other guy didn't have a summoning restriction. Shit, dude. Okay. Kuzuha, the bewitching deity Asutra is a level 8 Earth Insect Effect monster with 2815. You can only special summon it with the way of this card. Once per turn summon, you can only use the second and third effect once per turn. You can special summon this card from your hand by revealing one of your set cards and returning it to the hand or extra deck. Okay, so this is just a rank 8 turbo. Right, like this is just Millennium. I guess it doesn't get another card, so it's not quite Millennium, but like this just reminds me of Millennium. Okay. You can target up to one card on the field for every 2 set cards and destroy them. And then during the end phase, you can set a card. Okay. Awesome. We have Yoa, the Plague Deity, Asutra, which is a level 7 Wind Spellcaster effect monster with 2415. You can only special summon this card once per turn. You can only use the second and third effect once per turn. Notably, I guess... Okay, technically speaking, you can special summon it multiple times. Just put the once per... You know, you can only special summon it once per turn on this, and it'd be fine. During the main phase, you could set a spell trap from deck, and during your opponent's turn, you can target a face-up monster on the field, increase or decrease its level by 1. That is funny. Mikumari, the Sealing Deity, Asutra, which is a level 7 water worm. Okay. Worm effect monster. 2K25, you can only special summon it with... once per special summon, once per on the effects. You can special summon it by revealing, During your main phase, you can add a non-worm Asutra monster from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material for an Asutra monster, you can target a normal trap in the grave instead. Okay. I immediately think that this archetype will not be used in ways that it is intended to be used and will be used in ways to combo, because Yu-Gi-Oh! That being said, it's a cool idea. I'm just like, oh, this immediately breaks. We'll see if that's intended. They're not like, I don't know, they're not that advantageous to have, but like, you could just play this in anything. He sets a free guy. He can book the entire field for free and can be used pretty much with any deck, any archetype. You just, here's a guy. This is just Fenris. This card's just fucking Fenris with a brick. Okay. Anyway, we have Susanoo. Asutraja? Asutraja? I have no idea. I don't speak this language. Susanoo, which is a level 9 Fire Fiend Synchro Effect monster with 3,300 0. Requires a tuner and a non-tuner. It's generic. Okay. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can banish any number of traps from your grave to banish that many cards on the field. You can make this in Cool Tune. You can make this in Cool Tune to banish a whole bunch of cards. I guess you wouldn't play traps. Never mind. Forget I said that. Still, quite powerful effect. Okay. During the end phase, you can target up to 2 Sutra monsters and or traps in your grave and or banishment. For each of them... target 2. For each of the targeted cards, because you can target up to 2, add to your hand or set it. Then, if you targeted 2 cards, return this card to the extra. I like that. This is a good effect. That's a cool effect. Here, you can recur the cards that you banish. However, if you generate advantage, you actually don't. You go neutral. I like that. That's interesting. That's a cool idea. Special guy, summon mix, make Baron, rotary, reveal cube. Yep. True, you could also do that. Yeah. Anyway, we have the Asutra Ya Mikumaru no Mikoto, which is a level 8 water worm synchro effect monster. She ain't wearing nothing. The fuck? 3K25. Requires a tuner and a non-tuner. You can only use the first and second effect. No, you can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can use the second effect however many times. If your opponent activates a monster effect, you can target in a Sutra trap in your grave or banishment. Or if there are 3 or more set cards on the field, you can target a trap in your graveyard and set it. Oh. Is it just kanji autism? Oh, fun. Games. No, no! I'm sorry, I'm going to have to silence that joke because it's that bad. Thank you. This is just Futsu. Habakiri no Futsu, or no Ame no Futsu, whatever his name is, the Mitsu card. This guy. Futsu no Mitama no Mitsurugi. This is the one that's named differently. I forget. Okay, interesting. Hold on. There's another effect. If this card is special summoned, you can send in a Sutra card from your deck to the grave, and if you do, send 1 card on the field to the grave. It sends for effect, chat. We did it. We did it, chat. Konami still knows that they can have cards send to the graveyard for effect. Congratulations, Konami. You figured it out. I hate it here. Yeah, sure. These are, I don't know. Okay, now we have to actually read the cards that potentially do something. We have, not even going to try that one. The field spell that says you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. You can target any number of your set cards. Add a Sutra cards from your deck to your hand with different names for each other equal to the number of those targeted cards that are still face down, except field spells. Huh? Oh. You can't add field spells. Then send the set cards to there. I was going crazy. Okay. This is read so weirdly, but technically it is add cards up to the number of face down cards, except for field spells, and then send the set cards. But the except field spells is grammatically correct. It just makes my brain hurt. And sometimes grammatically correct is not technically correct because it makes language harder. And language is a form of communication. And sometimes, anyway, if a card becomes set while you control in a Sutra monster and a set card, you can target a card in the field and return it to the hand. That is a cool effect. I like that effect. That feels very similar. This feels very similar to that of the lab field spell, except for the fact that the lab field spell doesn't search, but it does kind of have that same idea of utility of like being able to generate advantage and also being disruption. I guess it's more akin to like the tier and Cash Tira field spells as opposed to lab, but I thought of lab because trap archetype. We have Insect Poison, a Sutra, which is a normal trap card that says you can only use this card's name once per turn. You can activate it to either special summon it as a normal monster, that's a level 1 Insect Tuner monster, and it is not treated as a trap. Oh, and then immediately synchro summon. Or you can target it in a Sutra monster in your grave and special summon it. I'm glad that the... Are there ones that do things when they're sent to the graveyard? Because I was going to say, I would be very happy if they didn't have additional effects if they are sent to grave. Because I think that would be too much. I think if you gave them an effect on field and an effect when sent to grave, I think that would be too much. So I like that that doesn't appear to be the case. It seems like you can either get one advantage or the other. So, interesting. Yummy meets lab? Yummy. What the hell are you getting yummy out of this? Oh, Synchro on the opponent's turn? Yeah. I thought more Eldritch. But yeah, technically. We have the Yasutra Cursed Roar, which is an artwork. I like this one. This is a good artwork. This is a fan favorite artwork. This is up there with like fucking Clown Crew. Anyway, normal trap card. You can activate one effect. Activate one of these. Either special summon it as a normal monster that's a spellcaster. Tuner level 100, not a trap. And then synchro summon. Or if you have an Austra monster, a Sutra, Austra, the fuck am I saying? A Zutra monster, in Field of Grave, you can target a monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Targeted. Nice. Fantastic. Awesome. Domain. What is the Shoichi Tenkai? Tenkai or something like that. I don't know. Domain expansion. Domain expansion. That was lame. A Sutra Divine Domain. Activate. Summon as an Aqua Tuner. Dark Aqua. How many of those do we have? Oh, I guess the tier monsters are that. Just like, oh, that's... I'm always looking out for the new typings. How many typings do we not have? I think we have everything at this point. I might be wrong. When your opponent activates a spell, trap card, or effect and you control no set cards, you can negate that effect. Oh, and they control no set cards. Oh, never mind. This is bullshit. When your opponent activates a spell, trap card, or effect, and they control no set cards, you can negate the effect. That's a bit powerful. I guess you could play around it, right? You just, like, set a card. And then... Ew. I don't like this guy. Every other card I think is fine. It is only this one, and it is simply due to the fact that, oh, you could just have this guy as Fenris. Like, he's just Fenris. Right? And you could play him in anything with one brick and have the ability to either book the entire field or negate a spell trap. And that is kind of crazy. Other than that, I think it's fine. Like, the rest of the cards are pretty cool. I think the gimmick is interesting. It's just... this particular card, I think, is frustrating. I don't think they really do anything. This feels similar to, like, Clown Crew, right? Where it's, like, a really cool archetype with phenomenal artwork, and it's ass. It's like, no! You know, it seems cool. It seems like, oh, it's going to be the next Unchained. But Unchained was terrible for years until they printed, like, actual good cards. They'll probably print more synchros. Yeah, I would imagine. Right, like, they'll print the wind one and the earth one. Because we have the fire and the water one. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets more support. Like, I feel like we need another trap. As well. So, obviously, I don't think it's done. But this feels very similar to, like, Ascend. Or Clown Crew. Or, I can't think of another one off the top of my head. But, like, it feels similar in that nature where it's like, this is a really good start. This is a really good start. We'll see if it does anything. But, I mean, it is it's a trap deck. It's not going to be good. We all know it's not going to be good. We all know it's actually going to happen. They're going to give us jack and shit. Maybe more if they go for light and dark. I really hope they don't. But I will say... Well, no, I guess none of the Dominus cards can be used, right? Dominus... I guess you could use songs, technically. No, do these activate? No. Unless I'm reading this wrong. You can special summon this card by revealing a set card and returning it to the hand. That's just a summoning condition. Is that an inherent summon? Trap decks need Malice activations to be good. Yes. Actually, what trap decks need, I'm going to say that genuinely, what trap decks need are two things. One of two things. No, they need two things. They need the removal of the side deck in best of 3 formats, and they need the removal of big board wipes, such as evenly matched Harpy's Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, Heavy Storm. You do that, I think trap decks can work, regardless of anything else. Imagine they at the end of the flip deck cannot change the battle position. Interesting. I like that idea. Let me save this deck. They're weird. They're definitely weird. That's the idea, right? Like every new deck is going to be weird. Make 5 Omni set a trap. True. You could also do that. But that's like terrible is the thing. Because even then, right? It's like, okay, how much does that matter if you go second? Like you still just die. And it's just a coin flip deck at that point. Also, White Forest. Who brought up White Forest? The big guy sends the trap as cost. Is that a problem? Does that matter? Does that do anything? I guess you could send like a rollback, right? Like I feel like rollback would be good in this deck, right? Like being able to send a guy, having a whole bunch of traps like weaving back and forth from the grave. You'd have the ability to consistently use rollback as well. Like rollback could just be a combo piece, which I think is at least interesting. I don't think it does much. How's it going? It's going all right. We got Water doing war crimes and bouncing imperm over and over in 2 days. That is true. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's worth it to... I think you could still get away with playing Impulse. I hate to say it, but like, you could probably get away without the Earth and the Wind guy. Maybe you couldn't, because like this one sets a guy. But maybe you could. Right? Because it doesn't cut off either of your synchros. Like, this could be an Impulse deck. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. But, like, the Dominus cards are pretty good here. Yeah, you could obviously play Spiral. You could play Songs if they are inherent summons. I'm pretty sure they're inherent summons. And then you could still play Impulse. Similar to how, what is it? Odeon plays Impulse, where it's just like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter that my main starter is a Earth monster. It'll just die. It's fine. It doesn't need its effect. Trust. It's like, well, can't argue with that. I like Sky in this format. Sky Striker. Sky Cavalry. Watch Paleo get a revival with these things. That would actually be interesting. I don't know how useful that would be. Because, like, the deck very clearly wants not traps. Like, they want monsters. Which sounds crazy, but it's like, they basically want, like, one trap. And then, like, a bunch of their monster guys. Because all of the monsters will set a trap, right? So it's like, you just trigger all the guys to set traps. So you don't really want a whole lot of traps. But being able to play a trap, like, you need a trap at the very least. Those are inherent summons? Oh, well, we're fucked. What am I making? What am I playing? I don't know. What do we want to play? We could play Tri-Brigade Sprite. I don't want to play Tri-Brigade Sprite. I don't know if that's any good. We could play more Draco Tail. Meh. We could play Raziel Mitsu. We could play Raziel Onomat. We could Floodgate our opponent. We could play Tyr. How playable is Tyr? Not true. But Tyr's so fun. Oh, I kind of wanted to try... This is going to sound crazy. I kind of wanted to try Zodiac Tyr. With the rat. Which sounds crazy. And it's because it is. It's incredibly stupid. But it's because you would be able to go Zodiac into Millennium into Tyr. But I don't know how viable that is. That sounds kind of stupid. Sharks? What about sharks? Have I tried an Aethercraft? Yes, it's boring. Play the ram. Millennium. I consistently forget that Millennium has 2 ends. Because who remembers that shit? Who's going to be like, ah, yes. But of course, 2 ends. Just never do. Anything for Doug. True. Look, sometimes you just want to play Tier Limit. Sometimes it's just that simple, and you really do just want to be like, I'm going to activate tier monster cards. That's it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Hold on. If I click this... Wow, I'm actually genuinely surprised that Zombie Vampire did not show up. Kagetsuchi. That was the other card that I was thinking of. Kagetsuchi. Zombie Vampire... we need the snake eyes. I need Utopic. Can I afford super polymerization in this extra deck? No. I need Dugaris. I need Kagetsuchi. Is that not how you spell it? How do you spell Kagetsuchi? Oh, Kagusuchi. Is it Kagu? Suchi? It is Kagusuchi. Oh. Now that I'm thinking, I'm a bit hesitant to play this card. Because it does specifically require the 2 Beast Warriors as opposed to just 2 guys. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, we can make it work. Because we can go Tiger Mortar into what have you, into Kagetsuchi. Oh, how good this is. I don't think I'd ever make this guy. Like, I'm genuinely thinking about it. I'm like, in what situation would I ever make this guy? I don't even know if I'd play fucking Doug. Like, I don't know if I'd make this guy. Because, like, I'm already planning out what I would do. And it's like, okay, if my opponent interrupts me, like I'm never hitting this guy. If anything, I'd go Broad Bull. And I would attempt to search. Because, like, the thing is, right, if I go Ratpier, I want to thin the deck as much as possible to make sure that I hit the tier names. And this doesn't do that. Like, it'd be way better to go, like, Utopic as opposed to make this guy. Oh, but you could go, like... You go, like, one Zodiac into this guy off of the, like, Tiger Mortar, Mill, then make Utopic, and search. Okay, I see the line now. I get it now. Yeah, we could play Fire Tenki. I don't know if that's worth it, but yeah, we could. I think the extra deck is very important here. Do we play Zeus as last card? Maybe. I'm trying to think if I can fit Fiendsmith in here. I don't think I can. Yeah, it's probably just Zeus. SP's not terrible. It's probably just Zeus, yeah. I don't know if I love Zeus, though. But I mean, it's not bad. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll do Tenki. And then what? Droplet? Mexi. Fua. Triple tack. Called by? And then the Shufflers. Sure. Do I really want to craft this guy? Wants to? No. Am I gonna? Of course. Watch, I'm gonna pull him from the free pack. No Ash? No. Ash kind of sucks balls. Comedy. Veda? More like beta, am I right? Sorry. Should I be playing an out to Fua or Maxi? Yes. Am I going to? No. The Zodiac R is a brick. No. Oh, good. They're stupid. Royal Gamma. What about him? It's not about him. Bro was unaware of how Zodiac worked. The fuck are you talking about, bud? Huh? Also, I have one rule. Please obey it. I have one rule. Don't backseat. Maybe don't backseat, bud. Which card is the bottleneck in Zodiac? If they see Ratpier, they do the whole line. If you can Ghost Ogre them, you're probably... That's... No, even that sucks. I don't know. You're fucked. Good luck. The stop is like Barrage or Tanky or something of that nature, right? Would I consider UFZ? Who the fuck is UFZ? Also, who's UFD? I'm guessing you mean UDF, Utopic Draco Future. But I don't know who UFZ is. I just don't know that card. Utopic Zexal. Ah. I have no idea. We just passing on nothing? Hell yeah, dude. This is why we play Zeus. Will it matter? We'll find out. Oh, shit, I drew Rapier? Okay, that changes things. Do you have a guy to flip up? Okay. We'll go for Trident. Do we just go Trident? You know what they probably have? Yeah, you're right. They probably do have that, huh? But it only negates... No, it does destroy. Fuck me in the butt. Fuck me in the butt. Can't really do anything about that. Okay, well, I will go Trident. I guess I could Droplet them at the very least. So it's not that big of a deal. Do you have, like, Gugment? Gugment would kill me here. Of course they're playing this dog shit. Yeah, you got it, bud. I literally can't do anything about that. Like, I just can't beat the floodgates. That's the problem. Also, 2 one-ofs. They drew 2 one-ofs. I'm so glad that they drew 2 one-ofs. What a fun game. And I couldn't have just gone like Zayas. I could have beat any one of those. I could not beat the combination of all 3. Really good hand. We'll see if I get FTK'd, though. Oh, fuck me. I'm getting FTK'd. Man, I was joking when I said FTK. Oh, I fucking hate this game. It was negated, though? It doesn't matter. I can't beat the floodgates. That's what I figured out, was that I can't beat the floodgates. I was like, I can't actually beat the floodgates. Yeah, I'm fairly certain Konami hates its player base and wants to see them suffer, because otherwise they would actually ban cards that like clearly deserve the bans, but they just consistently don't. So I think they just hate us. That's my thoughts. Add wet goo. I don't have anything to do with this guy, so I'm actually just going to put him back into the back row. Give me the rat. We'll go Chain Link 1. Chain Link Doch. I also don't have anything to do with this guy. I should be playing SP as a way to specifically remove those guys from the field. Maybe instead of Doug? Maybe? I need some sort of Link monster. Honestly, yeah, probably instead of this guy. Kagetsuchi. Yeah. We'll see whether Doug or Kagetsuchi is better. What is the effect of what monster work under skill drain? Oh, the Millennium Monster, because it activated and resolved in the back row. Not as a monster. It was not on the field as a monster to have its effect negated. Fantastic hand, by the way. Ooh, maybe a triple. You'll love to see it. That is funny, yeah. Looping Manticore of Darkness for the Max C FTK. That's funny. Mm-hmm. Please do the thing that I think you're doing. Oh, you know what's going to happen? I guarantee I know what's about to happen here. Because they're going to use Clip to go for RS. Watch. Yep. And they're going to banish my kit. I can feel it in my bones. Also, terrible use of the monster. Zombie vamp! That's fine. We'll go Barrage, too. Got him! Do I take a look at the hand? Probably. I think that's probably my best option. Oh, an interesting use. Ah, do we have mix in hand? So we're going to go for a mix here. Ah, that makes a bit more sense. Dang. Target a Zodiac monster except Ram Ram. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll go with this guy anyway. Uh-huh. I mean, if you just have that... Like, you can't really do anything about it. If you just have everything, like, that also works. Alright. Yada yoink. Imperm Ash kills me here. Imperm? Well, they have one. Hopes and prayers, baby. I simply hit a tier name, trust. I despise this game with every fiber of my being. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, why wouldn't you have literally everything under the sun? Man, I love Cool Tune. What a cool deck to play against. Wow, what a fun experience I had there. I literally had the best hand I probably could have had, and they said, fuck you, I also have everything. I hate Cool Tune with every fiber of my being, dude. What a horribly designed deck. Truly a tragedy of a deck. We drew Barrage here. Okay, we'll go like this. Maxi. Surprised I got this far. Cool Tune is tier 2 or 3? 2. As is like 9 FTKs right now. Cool Tune would be better if it was better going second. But it doesn't have Fidrawless, which means it's fucking ass going second. don't need to see this. I know they're going to find some stupid-ass floodgate that's going to kill me because for some reason Konami refuses to actually ban any of the actual meaningful floodgates and allows for people to continue to play things like Vanity's Emptiness and Skill Drain and Teekboo and Rivalry and Dimensional Fissure and Macrocosmos and everything under the sun. And so we all get to have the greatest time watching an Aircraft draw 10 million cards after thinning their deck. Oh, cool. Now I have a target to put into the back row. And now I know they don't have Jack and or shit. That's cool. I really don't want to put that into the back row. Is there anything I can do about that? Yeah, I guess we'll just do this, huh? We'll just do this. We had a shuffler. How very interesting. Please let me hit an MST. It'd be real fucking cool. I hit Jack and shit. Let's go. That's okay. This guy's a generic 4? In fucking what world? Why is he a generic? Anyway. Cool, well, anyway. Here's Broad Bull. Why the fuck is he generic? Huh? Explain that shit to me. Comedy. Grab the Rat Peter. We did hit an MSD. Holy shit, let's go. Let's go Tiger Mortar. And then I guess we'll just do this. In an attempt to mill the guy. Special this one. Jane the Guan. Chain Link 2. I shouldn't have searched this guy. I should have searched Ram. That's kind of stupid of me. My deck. I had Shiren. And a Kaleido. We'll go Shiren. We'll go Meta Noise. Add back the Rhino. Dang. Okay. I still didn't hit a name. That's very frustrating. Yeah, okay. We'll detach the Fua. Pop Scream. Scream. That one. Thank you. Pitching in MST. Interesting. Fararoon? Phonics. Phonics is fine. Phonics is fine. Phonics the Great Flame. Sure. Okay. Oh, cool. They wasted the battle phase. No. Oh. Oh, I should have shuffled away this so that it can special. Force the normal. Prussia. Sure. Mm-hmm. 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 Of course it can grab from grave. Why wouldn't it be able to grab from grave? Do I want to do that? Would it be better to shuffle something else in? Oh, that's fine. No draw for you. And I believe you have no more MSTs. Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely should have taken out their normal. Mm-hmm. What do we attach? What? Why did we go Tiger Mortar? If we were just gonna go Hammer Kong here. No idea. Yeah, there's Chalkanine. Mm-hmm. Trident. Mm-hmm. Gonna put this into the back row. Mm-hmm. Make you topic. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Typhoon with every fiber of my being. What horrible cards. Yeah, let's give Pot of Greed to every deck in the game. That seems like a genius idea, huh? Sorry, it's not Pot of Greed, it's Lure of Darkness. Okay. I fucking hate this game. What a fun experience, huh? I don't play hand traps. I have to just hope that they don't actually try and kill me. So fucking lame. Fucking hate Elf now. Of fucking course. Cool, well, good game. I tried. What a fucking horrible experience, huh? Actually, this hand's crazy. Never mind. Damn. Never mind, this triple tack. Never mind, this triple tack sucks. Fuck, dude. That's so frustrating. Yeah. How fun. Not a bad draw. Except for the fact that it's a bad draw. Dog shit ass game, huh? I could have done damage there. That's kind of stupid of me. How fun. That's a choice. Fuck this game. Fuck this stupid ass game and its stupid ass bullshit. I fucking hate it here. What a good experience I'm having, dude. I love literally losing the coin flip and immediately dying because going second is actually impossible unless you actually just FTK your opponent with a goddamn hand trap, like Fua or Maxi. What a tragedy of a game. Imagine not playing 10 million hand traps. Yeah, it'd be real nice if the ranked system wasn't dog shit, but nope, we gotta have dog shit system. Because apparently Konami doesn't know how to do anything. Are we surprised? No, just disappointed. Fun. Counter Trap Turbo. My favorite. Man, isn't Tachyon just so cool? Please disconnect. You deserve it. I forgot. Not taking Kid is crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure. Am I getting FTK'd? This is an FTK, isn't it? Oh, cool. They have two counter. Oh no, they have the other trap. Scream. What fucking dog shit are you summoning here, dude? Oh, that guy. Yeah, sure. Yep. No. Bro's gonna fucking time out. I can't target any of their shit because this game is fucking dog shit, dude. What a fun experience, huh? What a fucking fun experience, huh? And they banished my guy as well because this game is fucking dog shit. Wait, I can target this guy? What the fuck? Since when? Since now, apparently. Okay, it's good to know. Is this till end of turn? Cool. Why did I not send that guy? It's a great question because I'm fucking stupid and I didn't think about it. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. God, dude. What a fucking horrible experience this was, man. Oh, fucking no. This guy. I just don't want to be here, dude. I, like... Man, this game's very fun, huh? We're just having a good time playing Yu-Gi-Oh, huh? What's the point of limiting a card to 2? What's the point of limiting a hand trap to 2? No, we're still on this question. What does putting a card to 2 do? What is the point of that? What does that accomplish? You see it less often, right? It's a hand trap. You still see it. Right? So whether you see it less or not doesn't matter. If it's a hand trap, you still see it, meaning it's still a problem. That's the problem with any non-engine. Anything that isn't specifically consistency should not be limited, should either be at 3 or at 0. Right? So a card being semi-limited should only be semi-limited if having 3 copies of it changes, like with Malicious or with Ratpier. If a card is limited, the only reason it should be limited is for consistency, because a limited card you will see less. True. However, on top of that, a limited card... I'm gonna get fucking FTK'd here. Fun. A limited card... Chaos Angel? Are you fucking kidding me? Ugh. A limited card is specifically only going to matter if you can't search the card, or if it's something for consistency, or if it's something of that, right? If a card is a problem in some other capacity, the card needs to either be banned or at 3. Because any other limitation, any other change does nothing. So either it's at 3 or it's at nothing. Rock. I hate how useless Nibiru feels.
this stupid ass card. Have fun. Go these two. Oh, that's how that works. Did not realize. I really wish I had another monster in hand. Tragically, I don't. It does, in fact, say activated effects. Right, of course. Yeah. Man, I love Chaos Angel not having a tuner requirement. Because of course they also had fucking light and dark. Because we couldn't make a bad synchro monster. Heaven forbid we make a monster that isn't literal dog shit to spew. God, what a fucking shit show. Sure. Incredible draw. Why is it that every synchro monster is terrible? Like, just every single one of them, without fail. They're just like, man, what if we made every synchro monster just the fucking worst? Cool. And then it shows up in my fucking hand. I hate it here. Why is it that anytime a synchro deck is meta, it's just like fucking awful? Like, when was the last time they made a not infuriating synchro deck exist? Never? True. Sword Soul, post Protoss ban. X-Saber? Ah, yes, the deck that hand loops you. Its main guy was a guy that literally discarded a card from your hand. No, it wasn't Gotham's. No, it was the Airbellum. I haven't seen one game today that's back and forth. True. What a travesty, huh? Fucking knew it. Disgusting. Imagine playing Yummy and then deciding, you know what would be a good idea? What if I played it with Sky Striker? Must have worms in his brain. All right, let's go. Oh, wait. Oh, I needed one other guy. Yeah. Wait, no. I can make this work. I figured it out. No, I didn't. What the fuck am I talking about? This still does the exact same thing. Yeah. I don't have a way of getting a Zodiac into the grave here. Tragically. The best that I can do is like go Dryden into like Troconine or something like that, but that just doesn't do anything. So I think I'd rather just have the Dryden. Alright, well, we'll do this. You and you. I mean, it doesn't matter because they could just search what's her bucket and then I'm fucked. Isn't that so fun? Damn. Unlucky. Yeah, this just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter because Sky Striker's bullshit. And I fucking hate Sky Striker. And I happen to mill and engage. Tragic. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Man, I fucking hate Sky Striker with every fiber of my being. Truly a fun experience. Love Sky Striker getting to do fucking cold fusion off of nothing. How cool. Yep. Great. Guess I should have shuffled away the, I don't know. It didn't fucking matter. Their hand was goated. Maxi. Just activate the fucking Fool Loss, you dipshit. Go fuck yourself. God, I hate it here. Cool offenders. Oh, Apex Avian. Dude, I hate this. I hate this game. I'm gonna call it quits here. I can't do this, dude. This game sucks so much balls. It's so lame. Like, every game just feels like a fucking coin flip. It's like, did you get max seed? Cool, good game. Did you not get max seed? Cool, good game. Did you go first? Cool, good game. The opponent didn't draw 10 million hand traps? Cool, good game. Super fun. Super fun. I love just fucking... Look at my hand, Turbo.